Hey, it's Nikki Thompson, and you're listening to Tea with Nikki, embracing your sexual energy. And today on the podcast, I'm going to be talking about why confidence is so fucking sexy. So before I get into today's episode, I would love to ask you if you could share this episode, share these episodes, let someone, send them a link on the website or something like that, because I would love to see more women embracing their sexual side, exploring who it is that they really are and what they want in life, because that's what this is all about. I have a massive vision where women's sexuality is no longer a taboo thing to talk about. And we can make that happen by sharing this podcast around so that more women can listen to this message about really embracing their sexual side. So let's get into this episode where I'm talking about how confidence is so sexy. This podcast episode is all about seeing women who are embracing their sexual side. It's the way they dress, the way they stand, the way they talk, the way they look you in the eye, the way they just hold themselves and their energy around them is so magnetic. It is so sexy. Has got nothing to do with the type of body shape they have. It has got nothing to do with how expensive their clothes are, or what kind of makeup they're wearing, or how clear their skin is, or how shiny their hair is. All of those things are just like little side pieces, It's their confidence that they bring that is so sexy. And this is something I want you to start thinking about for yourself. Because one of the main reasons why women are not having the sex they want is because they do not feel confident in their bodies. And last week on the podcast, I asked the question, are you having the sex you want? And if you are answering no to that, perhaps this episode could help you. So talking about confidence. Now, I'm sitting here talking about confidence being super sexy when I feel like shit sometimes. And I'm like, all I want to do is sit on the couch and eat leftover roast potatoes and watch Netflix, because it's one of my favorite things. Not gonna lie, it could be what I did this afternoon. But anyway, it's, I always okay, when I lose 10 more kilos, then I'm going to do this photo shoot. I've been meaning to do this photo shoot for my website for ages. And I definitely would consider myself quite a confident person, but my body weight also and my body shape shifts. I'm a shapeshifter. I will gain and lose weight so often. I don't even know what it is that does that. I probably do. I'd say it's stress related. And children related and all sorts of things like that. But I know it's not about the shape of my body that makes me confident. It's all in my head. It's how I feel about myself, which is why for me, I love meditation. I love journaling. I love walking every morning, not for the exercise necessarily, but for the space in my head to just feel good, to think through shit and to go through these emotions. And I'm not going to lie that I get quite severe PMS where my emotional state can be very, very down. I could be quite seriously depressed during the week before my period. And in that state, I cannot create shit. I cannot, I just cannot. I almost have to plan my life around a 3-day period of not really doing a lot. And I notice my body physically does not change in that time, but I feel like I am bigger. I feel less confident. I feel like shit. And the confidence is not in the fact that, at other times of the month that I have lost weight, because no, I haven't lost weight. I'm usually around the same size for most of the month, but it's my confidence in myself. And so this is a great example because it happens to me every month, and it probably happens to you as well. There will be different points of your cycle where you feel way more confident about your body than other points. And they say that during ovulation is where you're like at your peak sexiness, because your body is trying to get you laid, essentially, and pregnant. I want you to start to think about, and this is not just about sex, I want you to start thinking about how you feel in your body. How do you feel when you're standing up really tall, shoulders back, boobs out a bit, and you're just, really owning the space that you're in? And then even try this standing up, stand in that position, shoulders back, standing tall, feeling good, and then hunch over and look at the ground. And you can feel an immediate response to that, an immediate shift in how confident you are, whether you're standing up tall or if you're comparatively hunching over. It is something that I want you to think about when you are walking around, when you are at home and perhaps your partner's watching you. How do you walk around? How do you sit on the couch? How do you chat to people? Being confident is such a sexy element that I want you to freaking own. And I'm saying this because I know I need this reminder on a regular fucking basis. I really do. I want you to start thinking about what reminders can you put around the home or on your phone or wherever it is to remind you to be confident, to remind you to own that sexiness that you have. You already have it. You don't need to lose any weight. You don't need to, work on your skin clarity or your hair or anything like that. You already own it. You just need to tap in and remind yourself of that on a regular basis. And when you are feeling more sexy, even just acting like it, if you're not feeling like it, you can start to really feel sexier. You really can. And when you feel like this, it can have a dramatic impact on your sex life, because I know that when I have, I've been all sorts of sizes since I've had children, down to size 10, up to size 18, anything in between that. And it doesn't necessarily mean that when I was a size 10 or 12 that I felt more confident, because that wasn't necessarily the case. This is what I want for you, because often we stop or we don't want to have sex when we feel as though we're not in our right sized body or our ideal body. And we're constantly just on this circular treadmill of going round and round in circles of, okay, I need to lose weight. When I lose weight, I'll feel sexier. When I feel sexier, I'll have better sex. And all of this kind of stuff just goes round and round in circles. And even my 7-year-old son said to me the other day, my daughter and I were painting our fingernails. And he's like, oh, what are you doing? I said, oh, we're just painting our nails. We just like to look pretty. And he said to me, he's like, boys don't even care about that. As in, like, we don't care whether girls have their nails painted or not. And I just thought, yeah, you're right. You're right. Like, I enjoy it. I love having beautiful nails, although I think I've been wearing nail polish too often that my nails are not happy about that. But yeah, it's so true. And I was chatting to a guy the other day. It made me realize just that guys don't give a shit. It's about the confidence, not about her size whatsoever. And guys just want to have sex with a confident woman. That is what's sexy. I want to, when we are attracted to other people, it's like, it's the confidence that we get attracted to, not necessarily the body. The body can be a bonus, but it's the confidence that you really want. Because you can have a really hot guy there, but if he has no confidence whatsoever, he's not willing to kind of move forward or really own it, then you're like, oh gosh, like that's not really what I'm looking for either. So I want you to think about that for yourself. Can you really step up and own this shit? Because this is that next level for you to really own your sexiness and really embrace your sexual energy. So I hope you really enjoyed that. We're in the Christmas season. We're in the Christmas spirit. Got one more week left till the end of the year. Next week's episode, I'll be doing like a recap of the whole year. So don't forget to tune into that. And if I don't speak to you again before the end of the year, I hope you have the most incredible New Year's Eve. Whether you're with people, on your own, whatever it is, make it fun, make it add all the pleasure into that you can. And I cannot wait for an epic 2021. I hope you have a beautiful week, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.